Story starts at a construction site where our boy is hiding in the corner. Checking his phone, he looks totally bummed out, wondering if he flopped. Again, he's staring at a job rejection email, basically saying, "Nice try. You got skills, fam, but we're ghosting you." Classic corporate move. Just then, someone yells, aka the rookie of the squad. It's the big boss, checking if he's slacking or dooms. He says, "I'm done." But this other dude screams, "Cap, he's lying." Until they look and realize, bro, actually Spider-Man painting the whole wall. Boss is shook. "You weren't slacking? How are you this op at the job? You've only been here a year." The kid shrugs, like it's nothing. Been grinding since graduation. Then he hops up the ladder. Throws shade at the other guy. Maybe lay off the booze. Old man, chubby dude gets salty. "Watch your mouth with your elders, kid." RMC ignores him and keeps painting. Then the guy says, "Smoke break." But suddenly, he glitches out. Something feels weird. The friend asks, "You good?" Seeing him clutches back, "I'm chill." He lies. Inside he's panic mode cause his meds wore off way too fast. Dealing with back pain for 6 months straight. Total nightmare fuel. All cause he carried a heavy panel once. Finally, the shift ends. Bus tells Chubby to finish Tasek's work. Chubby's like, "Brr. Why?" "Cause the kid is carrying this team while you do nothing." Chubby accuses the boss of simping for Tazak. Boss claps back. He actually works. Then he asks the MC, "Yo, is your back okay?" MC fakes a smile. "Yeah, I'm good. Thanks for checking, boss." Boss asks if he wants to return to carpentry. The cool stuff. MC gets shy. "Can't do heavy lifting right now." "Sorry." "Go rest up then," says boss, "or come grab a cold one with the boys." "Nah, gotta hit the pharmacy for more meds," MC replies. Hops in a cab. He physically can't function without those pills. He's done so many interviews trying to escape this life. However, he keeps taking LS. Nobody wants to hire him. 0 offers. His resume gets ghosted constantly. He's feeling stuck at a dead end. At the hospital, Tasek's been spamming applications for desk jobs. Since his physical stats are nerfed, he needs an office gig. His strength is dropping daily, thanks to a gnarly herniated disc. Doc pokes his back and he screams, "Yo, that hurts." Doc gets serious. "Your nerves, between vertebrae 4 and 5, are fried. It's bad. Quit the hard labor or you're cooked." Tazak tries to argue. "I need the cash though." Doc tells him to stop being a baby. "Find a safer job fast, or you'll end up just like your dad." Flashback time. His dad died on a site 13 years ago. A fatal accident? 0 chance of survival. Game over. The main contractor blamed the hiring company. Total scam behavior. And the CEO vanished without paying a dime. Ghosted everyone. Finally, got some cash, with help from a private group. $20,000. Doc asks what his mom would say if she saw him grinding like this. Meds dull, ache, but the drama piles up. Tasak pleads. No other. Spa pays these fat stacks. Doc, face bombs. Totally. Speechless. He yells, "Keep acting dumb and don't. Come back." Tells the nurse to show him the door. Tasek's like, "I haven't paid." Doc just waves him. Off freebie. Get lost. Then Doc grabs his phone. Zaps $2,000 to the kid. He collapses. In his chair, wondering why he even met this tragic boy. Tazak heads to a ward, sits by a sick lady. "Hisma, you good?" She's beaming. "Way better. Since you're caring for me, why'd you send that?" Cass. He's clueless. She shows him $1,500. Turns out, Doc sent it in. Tasek's name. Nikita Shuk. Was it uncle? Doc. Mom asks about work. "It's lit, everyone. Treats me right." He lies. She nods. "I see you. Bustling. I gotta beat this sickness too." Tasso asks if she's tired. "Sleep, Mom." "I'm always tired." She sighs. "Just glad you're here." He says he'll nap nearby till she wakes. She thanks him. Our boy passes out on the bench. She gets up, covers him. Still got that innocent vibe. She thinks Rama reminds her of his dad, but the smell, pure construction site. Couldn't hide. The hustle. She says he doesn't need to mask. It's she's gonna beat the illness. She knows. His feels grateful vibes. Next day at the site, crew rolls up. Boss greets Tasak, roasts the chubby guy. "Yo, dude," cries, "I drank too much." Boss warns him to chill. With rivals, tells Tasak to park it and sip coffee. "How's the boy?" "Neither better nor worse. Just met." Boss goes, "Wanna try?" Carpentry pays huge. Tasak explains it's tough. Boss replies, "I know fam is broke, so do it and earn more." Tasak sighs. No, but my back is toast." Boss says, "Fine, stay quiet then." Our boy knows boss didn't send the cash. That guy only digs his work. Skills, not him personally. He figures it. What's Uncle Hamu? He calls to thank him, but Uncle is confused. Tasak says, "It's me. You sent Mom the money?" Guy says yes. Offers payback, but bro asks, "You still at that ... Construction gig?" He nods. Gets in. "Quit B for you. Die there. Total drama. Says find ... A real job. Aesop. MC pats him. Chill. Same old you. Then Buzz phone lights up. The golden ticket. He's single quotes. He's chased. 200 fails later. He's scored ... An interview. Round 1 passed for Elson Group. But boom random window pops up. Wait. Wish granite. Confused much? What? Wish? Is this real? He tries to tap the screen. But ... Wish hand goes through ghost and it ... One single quotes. Tea leaf. Am I losing it? Then text swaps. Unlocked. Path to perm. Employee at Elson. Start tutorial. He hollers at a coworker nearby. Yo, smoke. Wait. Wrong cue. He asks another guy. Double quotes. Do you see a floaty screen thing right here? Dude snaps. You show up drunk. Seriously. My bad. He yells and bolts. Okay. Solo mission. Only he sees it. Creepy. He hits the bathroom. Checks mirror. Whoa. Window has no reflection. Insane or dreaming? He wants the job, but ... What single quotes as this tutorial? Sounds like some ... WEBTOON. Real life ain't that easy, but big corp is the goal. Fine, let's do this. Tutorial active. Perm employee mission. Go. Warning, quit mid-ear and lose your memory. Wait, memory wipe. That's intense. System ignores him. Income and written evil. Plus, personality check. System is no joke, but he's in deep now. Gotta see the end of this. Madness class. Job seeker, skill unlocked. Elson Group skill, lets him see through recruiter eyes. Recruiter vision, sounds kinda sketch. Makes his head spin, gotta test if it works. System detects traps. Warning, drains energy. Use too much, and you'll crash. Noted, he decides to test this glitch. Hits a bookstore. Does this cheat code work? On HR guides. Maybe get some secret intel. Need to level up. He focuses hard, screaming. Internally. Activate unemployed, EYES. Nothing. Stares at books like a creep. No response. Then ping. Error message. Works only in Elson H. Are you serious? So strict, but wait, he has a savage plan. Buys ... Grab the books, bounce back to his spot at Ellen Group. But when he flipped the switch, boom. Text glowed like neon signs. With that cheat, he pulled an all-nighter, cramming every highlighted answer into his brain, and then D-Day hit. The system, being a total nag, warned him he gotta wear a full suit. Dude was shaken like a leaf, barely holding it together, but he refused to bail. Even with the sun roasting him, he stood there studying. Like a nerd, on the way over, he focused on locking in every detail. Honestly, the system yapping nonstop was super annoying. But hey, it saved his bacon. Upon arrival, a lady pointed him toward the second floor. That's when he heard the gossip. The system pinged him. Dress code. Passed. Funny, since the invite explicitly said to keep it. Kazwa turns out, the system knew better than the invite. Good call. On the suit, this megacorp runs practically everything in Connor. So it makes sense, their hiring process is brutal. Stealing himself. He heads into the personality test. Just as expected, it's packed and super intense. The tension in the room, thick enough to cut with a knife. You could tell who bought the trash study guides versus the pros, who prepped right and knew exactly what to say. Suddenly, at that moment, a lady walks in. I am Kim Jumi, she announces to the room, noting she's been here since 2017. The guy beside her, Simonel, says he is assisting with the test. He mentions that while some folks are locals, others traveled far. Anyone struggle getting here? He asks. One candidate shoots a hand up, claiming they came from a city miles away. Then they ask, do we get gas money for this? Taisak cringes. Who asks that? Instantly, he gets a notification. Candidate failed. Sheesh, this system is savage. But honestly, it's scary, accurate. That's exactly how the real corporate world rolls. The interviewers reply, no cash this year, maybe next time. They say, while putting her name on the reject list, any other questions? Our MC knows better. Zip it, or you'll be judged for breathing wrong. The proctor cuts the chatter. All right, let's wrap this up. He tells everyone to start writing. Our boy scans the paper, totally hyped, because he knows every answer. With his speed, he literally just has to scribble it down for a perfect score. Or wait, maybe he should. Miss Sophia, 200 questions, 30-minute limit. Only 1 minute left on the clock. Taisak decides, screw it. If he got this cheat skill, he's using it. He's gonna ace this thing from start. To finish, cut to someone yelling his name at a local diner. It's on L's son, asking why he bailed on work yesterday. He wants to know if he snagged a girlfriend or what the deal is. Our boy plays along, acting like yeah he's got a lady, mostly because he can't admit he snuck off for a job interview elsewhere. The boss cracks up. Working hard means playing hard, right? He jokes. Don't sweat it, we'll cover for you with the manager. No biggie. Taesok thinks, man, if my back wasn't totally wrecked, he might stick around. But suddenly something shiny grabs his attention, a pop-up window. Looks like he aced the vibe check. Finding a job in Korea must be nightmare mode if standing up. All it takes to pass stage 1. But now he has to prep for the boss fight the interview, then a new quest drops. It wasn't even IRL, just a video call. But the system calls it a stressful event. Now he has to break the news to his boss. Chatting with the director is terrifying. The loot is a mystery. And failing means getting yeeted to a random job site. No thanks. Suddenly, his buddy's phone blows up. It's the big boss calling. Is Taesok there? Send him over. Buddy hangs up like, rip. Our boy stands up. Gotta face the music. Friend is shook. Bye. His bravery, Taesok shrugs. He signs the checks. Can't ghost him. Plus, the system labeled this a stressful event. So he's chasing Cut to the office. The guy is just staring daggers at him. Finally, he speaks. I've been big braining this. Starting tomorrow, you single quotes. Redone painting. Get back to carpentry. Just like that. Taesok's like, whoa, hold up. Isn't that a bit sudden? But boss shakes his head. You're way too talented for a roller. Nah, painting is chill, our boy argues. Trying to dodge work. Boss isn't buying it. I can find painters anywhere. But you're the only legendary carpenter I've got spawn camped here. Taesok is so over this conversation. How does he even reply? Ping. Mission update. Listen to his story. Stay calm. Fake empathy. Our boy rolls his eyes internally, but decides to hear the man out. Fine. He sighs. What's the tea? Why the panic? Boss? Second floor is empty, the man admits. No carpenters anywhere. If we miss the deadline, I lose the contract. Total wipeout. I'm talking millions in damage. You gotta help me, kid. Taesok knows he's getting the short end of the stick here. But he's trapped. Boss is practically on his knees begging. Please, just a few days? Maybe weeks? Desperation level. 100. 1 week. Max. Boss's face lights up like a Christmas tree. I knew you were a real one. He narrowly dodged a transfer there. The boss had been super stressed, hating life at the site lately. Now, he's thrilled he didn't fire the kid. Taesok is the MVP. Boss makes a quick call. It's handled. We're gonna make it. Our boy just stands there, wondering why he agreed to this. Later, while he's grinding on a ladder, boss shouts up at him. Get down here. VIP wants to meet you. It's the group manager. Taesok climbs down. Nice to meet you, he says. Polite mode on. I'm Choi, the suit says. Thank you for carrying this team. Thought we were gonna fail the raid, but you saved us. Huge. Glad I could help. Taesok lies, while his back screams in pain. Let's celebrate, this suit grins. Dinner is on the company. Offers drinks, but Taesy's like, nah, gotta bounce. Claiming a doc appointment. Cut to the ER. Everyone's freaking out. Doc's grilling Tazia. Bro, I said quit that gig. He pleads, easy, doc, it stings. The medic just points upstairs for PT. Our boy knew the interview was dropping soon, just had to hang tough, a bit. Smash cut to suit mode. Yo, I'm Kim Ta. And plot twist, the dude he curbed last night, standing right there. Boss plays it cool. First time meeting? And tells him to park it. The Rosta interview was starting. He aimed at Taesok, but before he could peep, someone yelled, hold up, wanting to roast something first. They made Kang Minwoo stand. Then the boss pointed out the black pants, white socks combo. Thoughts. Minwoo's like, yeah, my bad on the drip check. Fired 4 socks. Next time, go barefoot. Genius. Our boy knew this was the pressure zone, the system hype. Kadong's like, you know the rules, but dress like a clown. He wants the tea. That room was built to wreck emotions and expose real vibes. Boss asks why he's silent. Guy says I Chui Kadong. Presses. Don't know how. You feel, or just can't handle your feels. Minwoo stayed mute, thinking it was a patience test. Just don't snap. But Choi Kadong was judging. Something else. He saw the dude crumbled under stress and froze up when the heat was on. Plus, zero ability to adapt. He marked a big fat X on the dude's name. Sit. Thank God I'm a you. I'd flop this hard. Next, victim, Choi Uni. He asked why her resume was blank. And 0 part-time gigs. She blushed. I was studying. Boss, clap back. So you're a total bookworm, huh? Not the vibe we need. He told her to speak up. You gonna whisper at clients too? Yikes. She was wrecked. Honestly, even I wouldn't hire her. Another CEO saw Kadong, switched it up to give our boy time to prep for the heat. Then he called him. He stood up, glowing with that system buff. Thinking, I came too far to get booted now. Choi Kadong asks for his uni. He says, credit bank system. That hack where you swap random classes for a degree? Almost a diploma. Anyway, the suit asks, so, no real college. Our boy's like bingo. Boss goes, bingo, you hiding something? But our sly guy wasn't folding. He had to keep it real, spill the tea, and hit him right in the feels. So he starts. Cash rules, everything around me. Dude asks if he really ditched uni just to chase the bag. Tazika's like, zero regrets. Construction grind by day, hitting the books. At night, snagged that diploma without skipping a beat. While Pierce partied, he was locking in. Studied hard. Bagged his certs like a boss. Computer tech wizardry. They call him the king for a reason. Grindset mindset. To get that degree while stacking cash. The boss looks shook but impressed. Small grin. He gets it. Side-eye the other dude mumbling nonsense. Then he turns to Tazy, asking, how far are you going to climb with Elson Group? Supposed to be a trick question, but he's prepped. He knows his why, just wants to quit the manual labor, stop breaking his back for cash, and cover mom's hospital. Bills stress-free. He'd literally do whatever it takes. To win tells them he's all in as long as it keeps him out of jail and isn't cringe. Dude asks why he's obsessed with rules. Smart Cookie knows the correct answer is protecting the brand's rep, gotta keep the clout high, and public trust. Our boy is fibbing a bit, but hey, gotta finesse these suits. That's the whole point of this. Chatu moves on. So, got a girlfriend, Superrock. He goes, nope. Man asks why, forever. Guy says he's clueless with girls. Maybe they can hook him up. The room cracks up. They think this kid's a meme. Forgot the other two losers were even there. The boss grins, dismisses the class. Scene cuts to the construction. Zone boss shouts for Tazu. Our boy waves at the team leader, thanks him. Good to be back. He asks if chaos ensued while he was Mia. Man says the second he dipped, things went south. He already knows. Probably wreck something. At least bro shows up. He'll learn. Man announces a team dinner. Tells the squad to roll out. Weight leader Kim invited him to. Boss gets jelly. Wonders why. He was about to say, they bonded for a week, and the boss cursed. But then, pop-up window. Quest. Attend dinner. Eavesdrop. On the boys. Reward. Mystery. None sus. First time a mission didn't have a threat attached. He asks the boss, what's the menu? Man says, obviously. Grandma's soup. Tassik's like, I'm rolling with the other team, 'cause that guy is buying meat. Meat beats soup. Dude cheers. Boss caves. Fine. We pivot. Plan change. We feast on meat. Scene cuts to everyone. Toasting. Boss sighs. Saying things have been dragging. Bro's been turning wrenches as a gas tech for 20 years, yet he's still broke. Making under $4,000. Ouch. He claims books are trash, but honestly, chubby dude calls his bluff instantly. Quit capping. You just didn't want to study. So you could chase skirts. Tassik's dying laughing, acting like a complete goof, and blaming the booze. But real talk? They weren't joking about the grind. Construction life is brutal grunt work with zero respect. It's rough out there. Anyway, blink in a whole week. Zooms by. Our boy's heading to an interview. When his old boss rings him up, yo, where are you? Asking why he goes, cringe. He swore. He told him he quit. Boss is like, get over here. I don't want to work alone. Our boy just drops a my bad and hangs up on him. Right then, he gets the call for the big leagues. Go to the debate room. The lady says, it's a 10-person battle royale, following the mod's rules. Sounds thrilling, right? Is this a Discord server or a job interview? Topic. Why does Korea blow so much cash on school compared to other places? Everyone's gathered, and the ref says, raise a hand if you got something to say. Our boy is vibing, feeling confident with his street smarts. He mentally high-fives his old boss for the hard knocks lessons. Prepare yourselves. The man says, debate starts now. Sheesh. First real job and the pressure is insane. Sweaty palms. Alert. Then they call number 2. Guess who? Wait, actually, they skip to number 3. This dude Parkins. He starts yapping about how Korea drops major coin on human resources. But hey, that's why we're a top 10 global power. Even if it costs a fortune, we gotta keep grinding for talent. Man, at first glance, he seems smart. But nope. Total flop. The prompt was about fixing high costs, not bragging. Dude was completely off. Then the girl next to him, Cho Yuni, jumps in. My fam dropped 300 million won on my schooling. She thinks the issue is low population. We need support so folks actually have kids. Our boy watches quietly. The interviewer nods, agreeing that smaller families mean all the cash gets dumped on one kid, which spikes the price tag. Maybe hyping people up to have babies is the play? To Sock knows it's logical. But why would a corporate suit care about public policy? They aren't the gov. Finally, he steps up. I'm number 2. He's about to flip the script. Watch out. Sly Fox stealing system hacks. The room goes quiet. He drops. The knowledge prizy units don't even guarantee jobs. We need to pull up Germany or respect all trades, not just tech geeks. If we valued manual skills, we wouldn't need to import so much labor for the hard stuff. The room is shook. They didn't expect that brain blast from him. Suddenly, Glasses Guy cuts in. Looking salty? Is number 2 hating on Korea right now? Whoa, aggressive much. Our boy is confused. He didn't think anyone would come for his neck like that. He wasn't dissing the country, just brainstorming upgrades, not dragging the current system, just trying to level it up. But this Four Eyes is just trying to start unnecessary drama. He clarifies, he was only offering some spicy takes on how to fix the national setup, not trying to burn it down. Seriously, what's with the hostility? He's just trying to secure the bag and survive this interview without getting canceled by some random nerd. The guy claims Korean students are totally cracked and can crush it anywhere. So obviously, they wrecked Germany, right? Boss asks number 10 for his name. I'm Yoon Sukum. He says, boss congrats him then kicks him out. Poor dude is wildly confused. Boss goes, you ain't the vibe we need here. Turns out, it was a vibe check on teamwork and chill. But Sukum acted all high and mighty, dragging others down to win. For a team gig, he was literally the worst pick. So the clown left. Deserved, though it never works that smooth, huh? Next topic. Fixating national pension boring. Time flies, why they yop. It looked like a debate, but 25 minutes in, zero answers. Our MC was totally lost on why the boss didn't cut it. Judging by the face, he was definitely annoyed. So to save the day, MC pipes up, telling M they gotta decide. Suggested everyone spit their take one last time, then vote. The interviewer perked up. He dug that. Our boy stepped up. That's the kind of slick leader vibe he wanted. He thanked the squad, sent him packing, and told our boy Kim Tosick he survived. Outside though, some dude was screaming, unfair. He was that salty reject yelling at the boss. MC didn't think people could be such sore losers, but looking closer, the boss was glowing green, and the yeller was, where'd Mick was, trippin', wondering what's up. Then he spotted that everyone in the room had a different color aura. Two things clicked after that. Fail 3 times, and boom, jobless vision unlocks. He sees colors now, but has zero clue what they mean. Anyway, back at the construction gig, he gets a text. Final interview, set for tomorrow. Good luck. Bro is hyped. After 5 or 6 chapters, even I want this kid to win. He's pumped. Just gotta clear this. To snag the dream. Later, chatting with Uncle S, he's told to load up the paint to work faster. Clumsy dude dunks the roller and shakes it everywhere. Obviously a disaster. Our boy's face gets totally plastered white. The friend says, sorry, but man, our boy looks like a vanilla cone. He's chill though. Not gonna fight over an accident. The dude kept apologizing since he was trying to help. MC said, it's cool. Gonna shower? Then the boss saw him, covered in paint, and freaked. MC goes, stuff happens. Just grabbing a wash? Boss says his place is far. So, if he wants, he can use the downstairs bath. MC asks if everyone, he wasn't gonna rage quit over a rejection, so he just said thanks and bounced. Creeping down the stairs, the vibes were totally off, but like, what's a guy gonna do? He needed a scrub badly. This place is kinda lit though. Check out that sweet shower setup. Yeah, just a shower. But when he walked in, some grandpa was already there asking, yo, what's good? Our boy explained he was grinding at the construction site. Gramps was like, rough gig, and noticed the paint splatter. Our dude shrugged it off, no biggie, then asks if Gramps owns the joint. Old guy's like, owner? Nah, more like a shareholder. Our boy's impressed, thinking that sounds hikey. Successful, so he asks if the pay is good. The guy says, yeah, I make bank, but don't get jelly. Our boy tells him he looks like a hard worker, and the old dude throws a compliment back. Suddenly, Gramps just yeets himself underwater. Our boy waits. Why isn't he Did he pass out? He yells out, panic rising. But the second he cannonballs in to save him, Gramps pops up like, you thought I croaked? Our boy is shook, asking what the heck that was. The old man claims it's his superstition, gotta dive deep to rinse off all the bad vibes and sweat. Our boy nods, still thinking it's kinda sus and crazy, but admits the old guy is super motivated and fit for his age. Gramps replies that he stays on that grind to keep active. Our boy respects the hustle, but says he's gotta bounce back to work. He tells Gramps to stay healthy and take it easy. The old man thanks him, wishing him luck. Later, as he's heading out, another suit walks in from the back. That dude is actually company The assistant says, there are 40 minutes until the ceremony. You coming? President Kim Chang-il has this weird superstition. Gotta bathe at every new site, or else an accident will happen within a year. He pauses. Think. We're good this year. Meanwhile, our boy is dragging himself home, dead tired, when a window pops up. Just show up to pass the test. That sounded way too easy, almost suspicious. So he started doubting it. System said, trust me bro, but our boy decided to prep. Anyway, that night, he crammed, memorizing every single detail about what went down at the Elson Company. Next day, executive interview, he pulled up with a game face intro. One guy's like, this is him, and tells him to sit. Our boy was feeling himself, cause the system said, chill, but he stayed sharp. He blinked 3 times to toggle his unemployed eye. Weirdly, this time the auras went from purple to dark blue. The interviewer skims his resume. Looking for any gig? Huh, no college degree? He turns to the guy next to him, kid's uneducated. The other guy replies, well, he can still apply. The main guy sighs, must be one of those generic government resumes. Another boss glances at the guy next to him, pull his evaluation sheet. But then, he's totally shook. 2. Dude aced every interview round with top scores. Not even the Ivy League snobs stood a chance against him. Some guy whispers, codename S, meaning he's gotta be a total net baby, related to the prez, or hooked up because of family ties. Shaken, the interviewer asks, what gig are you chasing? He goes, office is cool, but honestly, I'll hustle anywhere. Man says, okay, leave. Our boy is shook. For real. They nod. Yep, thanks for the hard work as he exits. They're buzzing. Is he the CEO? The prez's kin? Maybe his whole started from the bottom story was just for clout. Thankfully, hiring crew knew the real tea and gave him max points to lock him in. Close call on a massive fail. Cut 2. A dad roasting his son for flunking. Interview. Asterisk smash. You had the answers and still embarrassed to The kid clenches his fist. Sorry, just give me one more shot, please. Dad's like, fine, but don't mess it up. This time kid's hands are trembling. You get it? Yes. Back at the site, our boy is glued to his phone. Ding. He passed, but he feels kinda empty, cause it was too easy. HR texts. Medical checkup at the hospital. Panic mode. With his busted back, he's terrified his injury will ruin the job offer. Cut to the hospital. He walks in, knock knock. Doc sees him. Back acting up? Nah, not today. The doc asks, what's up then? I snagged a job at a huge corp. Doc, cheers. Finally, living like a human. But he notices the kid looks down. What gives? Totally drained. Our boy dodges. He knows what to ask for, but can't do it. So he mumbles, just some meds, please. Doc agrees, but senses the vibe is off. Usually, this kid is confident. But now, super gloomy, maybe big trouble. But Doc ain't dumb, he remembers. Big company interview. That means a health check. Ah, snap. The kid was scared to ask for a favor. Faking records could cost the doc his license if caught. This kid, always worrying about others, like his dad. On the way out, the receptionist hands him a script and says, Doc sent this to. It's a small CD. Why the says he heads out? Doc yells, congrats on the win. You owe me a fancy dinner once you get paid. Our boy smiles. Turning red, he nods. Apparently that disc was his cheat sheet too. Crushing the physical. Next morning, boom. The news, he was dying, finally dropped. He made the cut. Officially hired. Crazy that all this grind was just for level 1. Game on. But wait, since it is a game, a pop-up dings. Employee store unlocked. Sweet. Plus, he had 5 points to blow on life hacks. Basically, with these daily quests, he stacks points for rare loot. The system pings, wanna browse a shop? Yeah. Our boy's like, heck yes. A massive menu unrolls. Check it. A sobriety pill that deletes all booze from your system. Then, extra specs to see through walls for 1 hole. Mini yikes. Creeper alert sketchy. There's also a candy to blocks hangovers for 6 hours. Oh, and charm perfume makes you twice as hot to the ladies. Dang. This system knows exactly how to play the game. He's skeptical though. Is this magic? System hits back. Wipe your memory. He's like, hard pass. It says it's here to help him win, so suck it up. Kid nods, says got it, and thanks to AI, thinking it's way sassier than expected. Anyway, time for the next quest. Tell mom about the gig. Reward, 6 points. Fail. Subquests, get locked. He wasn't vibing with the mission name, but honestly, no sweat. He was gonna tell her the good news. He was without the bribe, so he books it to the hospital and knocks. Mom? Phew, she's kicking. Thought we lost her for a sec. Inside the room, he asks how she's feeling. She's healing up slowly. Then he drops the bomb. I got into Elson Group. Eyes go wide. She knows that big shot name and hypes him up. He smiles. Now, just get well. so we can bounce. Mom offers him an apple her aunt brought over, but he catches her giggling. What's so funny? He asks, confused. She beams. Just happy, my son grinded so hard and made it big. He nods, feeling soft, and grabs a knife to slice the fruit. Boom! Mission clear. 6 points in the bank. But then, he pauses. Wait, a new quest pops up. Mother's First Love, featuring Hanol, that Doctor Who's always fretting over mom. Objective. Make him leave the hospital, huh? That dude was his dad's BFF back in the day. Timer starts. 35 minutes. Tick-tock. Our boy knew and his dad were tight since diapers. He remembers seeing the guy. Constantly growing up, even when his dad got old, they'd still bicker about health stuff. He knows the doc is single, never tied the knot, ... which is sus. But the quest says, mom's first. Love, so that's the T. He asks the system, yo, is this real? System's like, I don't lie. Kid's confused. Why this quest though? To help you win, it replies. Vague much. Now he's paranoid. Who's running this show? System hits him with access denied. Great. Our boy just stands there, looking dumb. Zero clue what the endgame is. He walks back in and mom asks, what took you so long out there? Just a phone call. He lies. She smiles, telling him not to stress. He tries to bail, claiming he's swamped, but then asks if she recalls an uncle named Hanu. She just says the name. But our guy, the absolute king of reading faces, spotted a totally different vibe in how she dropped Hanu's name. Since dad's gone, he bailed, claiming he had to make a call. He stepped out and whipped out his phone to hit up Uncle Hanu. Dude answered fast, asking what's the T and if something happened. Our boy just straight up asked if he still had a crush on his mom. Confused, the guy panicked, asking if she said anything, jumping up to ask if there was an emergency at the hospital. Is she okay? Our sly boy dropped room for ZO3, get here, ASAP, and just hung up on him. The system cheered great choice, but he was still salty at it. Keeping secrets, the system ghosted him. But 15 minutes later, Hanu came barreling into the hospital. He saw the guy sprinting down the hall. First time Hanu's seen her since his dad passed away. Mission complete, points in the bag. But after chilling out and thinking our slightly unhinged hero realized something. These system moves were totally about his future. Suddenly, he had an idea. He asked if the system was linked to his dad. The vibes in that chat window felt way too emotional for a bot, but in the end, it was always helping him. Obviously, the answer was cannot reply. He felt kinda awkward when the system left him on read. Totally curious, but he figured he'd unlock more lore eventually. Anyway, there was bigger drama to focus on right now. What was up with Hanu and his mom? He peeked through the window and saw them, just chilling and talking. No clue what the T was, but it had been ages since he'd seen his mom and Hanu smiling like that. The system was like, great choice. Is this app allergic to widows or what? A bit later, Hanu came out, asking if the kid was eavesdropping. He denied it. Hanu apologized for storming in. Our boy said, it's cool. Then Hanu tried to leave, saying call for anything, but the kid called out to him, asking if he still had feelings for mom. Suddenly, this turns into a K-drama, and the doc is left stunned. He looked a little flustered, saying he wasn't sure, but our boy wasn't buying that. Weak answer. He asked Hanu to stay with her for 3 days since he's off to the company training center. He knew it was a big ask since Hanu was already sending cash and handled the physical exam. Hanu just started to speak, but the kid cut him off, saying he was the only person he could trust to be by her side right now. The man said he'd go home and think, cause it wasn't an easy choice. Back at the apartment, the non-stop grind of the construction site resumed. The boss told the crew that starting tomorrow, they'd hit a new area. But right then, someone called out to the boss. It was Taseoka saying he had news. The boss asked if he was planning to take a few more days off. Again, our boy said, nah, not this time. The boss asked what was up, since he'd been absent a lot lately, and that's when Taseoka dropped it. Boss was like, hope you ain't ditching us for some desk job. ... that pays crumbs. We actually make decent cash here, bro. Kid felt bad for the stealth move and finally spilled the tea. ... He snagged a spot at Elson Group. Boss's eyes nearly bugged out. Elson? Seriously? Then our guy dropped the hammer. Sadly, ... He's ghosting us starting tomorrow. Boss called, total cap. ... Since his college wasn't exactly tough. Kid was shook too. ... Like I know, right? But he got in, so he had to fess up. Big man yelled, I trained you up just for you to bounce. Kid just said my bad, leaving the room totally dead silent. Then Chelsea pipes up, yo, we not doing a last supper? Boss looked salty, clearly not vibing with the celebration. Farewell party, for a guy ditching us like this? But one dude was hyped, interrupting the drama. I already told the wifey, let's hit the soup and drinks. Boz rolled his eyes, but the guy kept pushing the logic. Saying, look holler folks, gotta celebrate the hustle. At least Tazok actually told him he was dipping out. Boss sighed, fine. I want pork bone soup. Kid was confused. But Boss claimed he was only going cause the crew insisted. Kid got shy, like you don't have to, but Boss cut him off. Ain't doing it, cause I like you. I just want to roast you, all night long. But the kid knew Boss was just fronting. Under that rage, he cared. At dinner, Boss got real with him. Don't slack off just cause you're sitting at a desk now. Kid promised to stay on his grind and prep hard. Boss shook his head. It's not that. It's the competition. Those guys are elites. Kid nodded, vowing to stay focused. Good, Boss grunted, but if you crash and burn, come back. I'll always have a spot open for you. Even if they were swamped. Kid smiled, super grateful. Next guy coughed. If we knew earlier, we'd have done better. He slid an envelope across the messy table. Tasak looked blank. Just take it. The guy insisted. Learn to take gifts from your elders. It ain't millions, but get yourself some decent shoes. Total sweethearts? Kid tried to decline, acting all humble, but then Chelson snatched it. If you don't want it, I'll take it. Guy glared at him. Chelsung joked, I need kicks too. You got nowhere to wear fancy shoes. Too, idiot. He told Tazak to grab it before he actually got ticked off. Simple cash, but the kid felt the massive love behind it. He hugged it out with the crew that night. Next morning, at Elson Group, standing in the lobby, he thought, people here better be this cool. Suit on. So, camp day. He walked up and dropped his name. Staff checked the list. Yo, you're number 1. Get in there. Then suddenly, wait, freeze. Born in 9. Yep, cool. Hop on bus number 3. Got it. Probably a name twin causing drama. That explains the birth year mix-up mess. He flopped onto a seat. Staff yelled, let's go. Destination Elam Camp. Dude was beaming hard. Officially hired. Phone buzzed. It was Mom's good. Grind hard. Huge relief. Phew. He texted, thanks. Up front, some guy stood up. I'm Kim Minsom, your bus captain today? Crowd went wild. Take care of us, boss. Kim dropped truth. 4-week training first. No roles yet. 4 weeks. That's insane. Everyone looked lost. Kim paused. My bad. Who picked a gig already? 0 hands went up. Elam training is clutch, he explained. We watch you, then pick your perfect role. I survived this same course back in the day. Got put in sales. Totally my vibe. A kid asked, what if we hate the assignment? Kim grinned, then rank in the top 10%. Those legends get to pick their own destiny. The other 90%, you go where told. Your dreams don't matter, but there's a loophole. After 1 year, if you still hate it, you can swap, but honestly, bad idea. Your old team will hate you. Yikes. Our boy panicked. Capitalism is brutal here. Stakes were high. But the real danger? Getting a bad rep. He can't blow his cover. His back needs surgery. If they find out, he's fired. Game over. Gotta stay tough. Bus rolled to Saco City. New sights, new vibes. He was hyped though. The system had his back. Looked like a military base. Minsung hopped out. Follow me. Time to grab your gear. Gym kits? Everyone lined up. Staff told him. Room gender segregated, obviously. No co-ed sleepovers. Strictly business here. He headed to the dorms. Found his sleeping spot. Opened the door. Empty, just a 2-person room. As he threw on the gear the man handed him, another guy walked into the room. He asked if this was B13. The guy noted it was pretty tiny, and our boy introduced himself as Tosik. The guy said, nice to meet you, and mentioned his name was me. Our boy noticed. The dude looked a bit roof and asked his age. Yikes. Life really did a number on him? Poor guy. Our boy said he was 25, and since the other guy was older, he offered him the top bunk, the worst one. The guy gave a thumbs up, calling our boy super considerate. Our boy just thanked him. Then the guy realized, wait, at 25, shouldn't he have finished school ages ago? Flustered, our boy said he got his diploma via the GE. Just then, an announcement told everyone to gather by the main building. The guy facing our boy's side, saying, it felt like being back in the army. Our boy agreed, saying they had to hustle or be late. Soon, over 260 newbies filled the auditorium. Someone said the training camp lead was going to speak. A dude hopped on stage, introed himself, grabbed the mic, and gave a quick hello. Everyone replied, but this guy must watch too much YouTube because he suddenly screamed, asking where their voices were. Man, felt like one of those get-rich-quick seminars, where everyone shouts. The coach introed himself as Sunlu, the former director of electronics, until last year. Now he's in charge of training all the new hires. They were a top 5 Korean company, but it wasn't always that way. The guy spun a sob story about 1960 going to Japan to tech. He asked if anyone knew where Korea's first fridge was made, and told them to raise a hand. Someone instantly shouted it was made at Elsa, and the speaker said bingo, noting it took 4 years just to build that first one. Tons of trial and error to make it happen. Then it was pricey, but now everyone has one. Our boy figured the speech was about the company's past, present, and future, all designed to brainwash them into feeling like one big unit. The guy yelled that from now on. Here at camp they were all Elsa staff. Later, the managers announced work went till o'clock, but they needed a team leader to organize it. Who wants to volunteer? A guy raised his hand. Obviously, it's our sly boy chasing system points. I'd do it, too. He glanced over competition. Did you think it was easy being a leader here? In this world of motivational gurus, even these guys are chasing clout. Our boy saw 6 people competing for the spot, but then he noticed something. His roomie raised his hand too. Cut back to the dorm, all boys alone, tired, anxious, and bored. Why? Because his roommate snagged the leader. Bro, when hands went up, he got announced as Team B's captain. The gig lasts 1 week, and he can choose to step down a chord. The team can also vote to boot him from the... Everyone yelled Roger, and then the dude made them scream. The company name? Total brainwashed zombie vibes in here. Bro dipped because he was bored to death. Outside, all the tryhards were yapping away. He figured, perfect time for a chill shower. Snag was, everything was public. Sink, mirror, screens everywhere. Zero privacy. Like, go to your room if you're tired, dummy. But nope, he hit the dungeon showers, hand on the knob. Psyched up like it was a boss fight, please. He was shirtless and ready. Working. Construction meant sometimes skipping showers entirely. Napping on lumber. Broke he'd eat floor noodles. This fancy corp dorm was weak sauce to him. It was emptier than expected, but the nerdy bookworms who never worked a real job, they'd struggle with all these creepy soups, lurking around taking notes. Weird seeing dudes shower, while some guy watches with a clipboard, right? Sketchy. Back in the room, homie was busy. Clearly working. So hard. Totally studying. Clock said 9:30. Suddenly, his roomie walked in. Finished yet? Nope. Did you do the survey? Yup. That was his one job. Our guy thanked him. Asked if he needed backup. Roomie was like, nah, leader, you chill. So our boy was like, bet. See ya. Thought we'd get some drama, but guess not. Then at 1 in the morning, someone barged in. Waking our boy up, Roomie asked. Done yet? No. Everyone finished. Roomie assumed yes, but T-Man knew this dude was slow. Then bam, Manon kicks the door in. You had till 10 p.m. Why wasn't it done? Roomie claimed everyone was asleep, so he'd get him tomorrow. On, roast him. Messing up day 1. Super cringe. The victim apologized. On cooled off. Go sleep. See you at 7 a.m. He slammed the door. Our boy watched, feeling awkward. He had offered help twice, got rejected twice. Asking again would just be insulting. Next morning, walk in the hall. Someone yells, it's the leader. Where's your roomie? No clue. Woke up, and he was gone. Leader says find him. Okay, give me his number. Then, it hit him. He didn't have the weirdo's digits. He could already tell. That guy was gonna crash and burn in this place. Like, how do you lose a roommate on day 2? Our boy just sighed. He didn't know where the crazy dude was. And without a number, this mission was a total flop. Right then, a scream echoed in the hall. He sprinted out to peep the drama. Nosy as ever, he tracked the noise to room B. Dudes were raging about a 6:30 survey drop. 30 and demanded it done by 7 o'clock. Don't lead. If you can't lead, Manon just kept apologizing, promising to do better. He slumped away, muttering he was totally cooked. I'm dead meat. Blue towel guy almost felt bad. But, almost. Other dudes said, nah, he earned this L. Lead a gig pays major stars, ... double quotes, ... But this bro was failing hard, so no stars for him. He dipped, claiming it wasn't personal, just facts. Dude was sloppy. Our boy wasn't dumb. He knew the corp wanted social butterflies. Corpse, obviously, scouting for peeps with actual social skills. Ding, system alert, new quest. Read the whole training manual. Do that, and he'd be OP for the next 4 weeks of boot camp. Plus, a bonus quest dropped. Snatched that team leader spot. Manon was rushing around, waving those speaker questionnaire. Then he spots his sad roomie begging for sheets again. He hollered at Manon. Our boy goes, yo, ... Senior Minsoon needs you on floor 2. Manon checks the time. Only 15 minutes left, and he hasn't finished the grind. MC almost helped, but Manon bolted screaming, I got this. Total panic mode. He started banging on every door like a maniac. Now our boy was getting salty. Is this dude hoarding the work? Just to hog the stars? But wait, Mick never asked for stars. So, why the greed? He couldn't let his own rep tank. Just 'cause Manon is selfish. He dialed up, passed the message. Bruh, the senior said thanks for the hustle. Come through, we're waiting for TikTok 30, and the guy ghosted our boys. They're thinking, wow, he really screwed the pooch. Should have known being a star hog doesn't fix problems. Manon bursts in. Sorry, I'm late. Min soon goes cold. Where's the list? Manon stammers. People hated the deadline. ... So, they wouldn't help. The boss exploded. How can nitrogen monoxide 1 help you? You're the leader. Fix it. Don't give me sob stories. That's your job. Manon was crushed. Hurry up or you'll miss breakfast. He took the LMC, realized he should have skipped food to help, but he didn't. He walked off, feeling kinda salty now. Watching Manon fail? Bro, you messed up. Boom. MC finishes reading the entire guidebook. Walks up to the leader. Go eat, man. He replied, can't today, our boy asks. Will it really take that long? Sadly, yes. MC offered to help. Turns out, his back is busted. Mom's in the hospital. He just needs the cash. So, dude starts explaining his messy sorting process. Gets up to hunt down the ghosts who didn't send sheets. But our boy's like, nah, just dial MYL check-in. Verify on the fly. Boom. First, Slacker knocks. She apologizes. Our boy's chill. No biggie. He's a machine. Registration done for 3 teams. Min feels bad. Our boy missed breakfast. It's cool. Bro even offers his last energy bar. Oh snap. Is he trying to be the next Elon Musk? Man says eat it. But kid claims a stash in his room. Min snacks? Corporate life is weird, dude. Screen all you want. Crazies still slip in. Relief though, since he dodged a bullet there. Our guy realizes this game is way deeper than he thought. Man dips. Go eat in your room. Being late is fine. Cut to the meeting. Training mode. Activated. Boss checks attendance. Everyone here? Min sweats. Lying yup. Totally full house. Narrator, he definitely did not check that. Lecture starts on history. When Taisok strolls in. Talk about dramatic timing. Everyone stares since they just did roll call. Sorry, I'm late. His roomie looks ready to explode. That jerk arrives. Now Min's grinning. We need a ref. Bus calls Taisok. Quick update first. Team B is getting a leadership remix right now. New leader is Kim Ta. Bro was shook. Didn't see that coming, but hey, mission cleared. Thought the leader quest would be a total grind. He played fair. So, no guilt, just pure skill. But the ex feeling totally back. Awkward part, they still share a room. Yikes. Lecture ends. Boss, write your thoughts down. Tells Team B leader to rally the squad later. Our proactive MVP jumps in. Hold up fam, 1 to 2 pages. Meet at 9:30. Also, I'm making a group chat. Join before dinner. Herding cats out here. Everyone nods. But Rumi is not vibing. Corner camping, typing. Info only. So, salty. Min pops in. Yo, what's the plan here? Boy suggests staggering entry for groups A, B, and C. Solid, Min says, but warn M phones off. If it rings, point deduction. Boy, lead the team, but don't forget your own game. Dipped, leaving our boy feeling like a total boss, thinking he totally crushed it. But Big Yikesy was essentially running out of time. Leading ain't easy. Then his roomie barged in, plopped down, right next to him, and glared. Our boy was like, what is this psycho? Dude asks if Tazik's gonna stay quiet forever. When he ghosted him, guy asks again, you seriously gonna say nothing? Our boys like Minin pick the leader. Bro, I had zero to do with it, but dude jumps up, screaming that claiming he's innocent is a massive lie. He saw them vibing at the morning meeting, and knew he spilled the tea. Our boy explained it was actually Min Sung who said, let's grab breakfast, just the 3 of us. But Salty McSaltyface wasn't buying it, called it a lame excuse. Our boy sighed, convincing this dude was gonna be a nightmare. He stood up like big misunderstanding. Bro, but I can't explain. Right now, let's chat when you chill. But the guy cursed him out, screaming, stay put. Where are you going? Our boy just slammed the door. Later, cut to the meeting room. They were chillin' when a knock came. Can I come in? It was Minim begging to swap rooms. Boss asks why, and he says he can't stand his roomie. Bus asks, is your roommate Tazak? Guy nods, demanding one of them moves out. The boss didn't filter. You want to move cause you lost? The leader spot said if that's it, he's super let down. But Minim claps back, saying he's disappointed in Asuko. Some other dude stood up, but his friend was like, don't get involved. Minim kept yelling, asking if it's cool for a newbie to snake his friend. He swore Tazak was just jealous and snatching the glory he was supposed to get. Our boy stepped up, telling him to chill and that they should talk. Outside, he asked to bounce so they could sort it out, but Minim ignored him. I'm talking to the senior, even the boss, told our boy to back off, that he needed to school Manum. Like he was speechless either. Then he realized, dang, things were getting real. He wouldn't risk his job like this unless he was desperate. Boss goes, "You've been messing up since day one." Asked if he finished the task by 10 p.m. Poor dude admits he didn't. Then boss asks what he did with the second chance at 7 a.m. Guy stammers, all red, saying it was an accident. Man, this is too real like a boss. Roasting a dude who's got nothing. Min-sung then asks, why? Someone who flopped at literally everything should keep the leader spot. Others tried to chill him out, saying the guy is just a noob, even if he looks like a dad at 20. Then we get a flashback. As the boss was leaving, our boy hollered at him. He asked, "What's up?" And Tazak said he had a favor. He wanted him to give Minim another chance, and Minson spilled the tea, claiming Tazak rode with him till the wheels fell off. But they asked if he knew why he fumbled the bag on that so-called traitor gig. It all went south the second he asked the obvious question. "Is anyone Mia?" He said, "Nope. Big mistake. If he'd just kept it real and admitted someone was gone, he'd still have a job." Our guy stood at the door looking like a total dork. Tough break, right? The boss said, since he wanted to switch paths. Wish granted. He told him to pack his trash and bounce from camp. That same night, cut to the stairs, where our boy tells his buddy to chill. Hey, hadn't snitched yet? Just wait till dinner and say sorry to the big shot. So he doesn't get fired. The dude was probably just cranky from meetings. All day post-snack, he'd likely get over it. Suddenly, Manang hollers at our boy, saying sorry and thanks. Our guy, being the ultimate pro, hits him with facts. Even if we vibe differently, we're stuck working together. Even if we ain't besties, we gotta respect the grind. Next scene, he's rounding up the squad after dinner. He asks if anyone knows Elson's workouts. Crickets. Nobody knows zip. One curious dude finally asks if it matters. Our boy's like, yeah. The manual says it's huge. Out of 1,000 possible training points, 50 come from this one test alone. Teams A, B, and C are gonna battle it out. Winner takes all. So, the game plan? Start grinding immediately to snag those 50 points. He claims already memorized the book and just needs a few helpers for a late night sesh. He even bribes him with his leader stars. Nothing beats good OL. Capitalism, right? The greedy ones jumped on it fast. The squad rolled out, hyped about bagging those extra 50 points. They were dissing the old leader, saying this new guy is way better. Our boy celebrates. At least, the morons actually listened. But he couldn't stall forever. Report, writing, Tom Taba, his buddy, just stood there like a statue. And if you think he chilled out, nope. Look at that salty face. With that, our boy hollers. At the seniors, no reply. So he asks to slide into the broadcast booth. Inside, the two dudes are crouched down looking clueless. MC asks if the amp is busted and offers to peek at it. Minson asks if he's got skills. Our boy claims he's a jack of all trades and tells him to hold the manual. Then it hits him. This was the task assigned to his crew. While the guys inspect it, our boy explains he had the squad prep it last night, so it's basically done. Moments later, he announces he's finished. The dudes are shook that fast. He says they just need to run a quick sound check, and boom, speakers are live. Right then, that clown announces the report. Due now. The poor guys scramble since the alert was super late. They arrive breathless, apologizing for the delay. Our boy asks if the audio came through crisp, and they nod. Yes. The guy next to Minson asks for our hero's name, totally impressed. However, he barely has time to react. Before things take another turn, the rush was crazy, but at least the tech didn't fail them. Our boy stands there, looking like he owns the place. Proved his point without breaking a sweat. The senior gives him a look that says, who is this kid? But keeps quiet for now, watching him. Better watch out. He's already plotting to snag him for the squad. Our grinder asks to drop some news. To the crew, tells the chosen ones to hit the gym. Scene cuts to the gym. Looks like bro unlocked early access for fixing. A speaker girl nearby asks if he actually gets fitness and stuff. He's like, construction work taught me the ropes, so I wouldn't get wrecked. Someone asks if it was an else site. Bingo, he says. He offers to demo the moves. Record this for the gang. They wrapped up in 20 minutes. Shower time. Fast, right? Nearby, Minsung the stalker was lurking. Thinks the kid is chill, but low-key, a serious vibe. Def wants to poach him for sales. If she'll how to sweet-talk him into sales over other depths afterward, our guy hits the showers. Only thing missing is annoying Minsung showing up to bro is beat and knows he needs to trade stars for help. As he's about to enter his room, hears someone crying about backstabbing. Mom asks, what's up? Threatens to storm the office. Our guy eavesdrops. It's dude's turning 30 and says she can't show up, but mom insists they're bullying her baby. She's coming over. Bed guy says, no way. Our dude chills outside, phones his own mom. That greedy capitalist totally forgot. Small talk. Asks how Shiv and how treatment's going. She says, it's cool. Later, he posts the vid to help everyone score gym points. Everyone was hyping him up, calling the new leader a legend, saying they'd watch. Our boy was grinning until he dozed off. Next day, wakes up to system alerts. Message says he officially leveled up to employee. Salary incoming. He had zero clue since nobody told him, but guess someone pulled strings? The system announced a vision upgrade. He clicked the notification. A potion transformed his unemployed eye into new employee eye. He asked how to buy it. System said, just think the name and say buy. So, he tried it on a potion and it popped out of the screen. Man, it was real. Chucked right at him. Meanwhile, his childhood bestie woke up downstairs, yelling at him to zip it at 5:55 a.m. Our boy dipped. Some guys were covering for the leader, but he took over. Since it was early, he was tired, but silence. Perfect time to test that thing. Later, a guy announced another evaluation test. But now, our boy with his cheat code, I was ready. Spent points to know the answers. Later, the squad was doing those. The cute girl in gym class was totally vibing with how Team B crushed those sweet flips. Our dude was hyped for his squad grinding so hard in practice. Giving props to the goofballs. Cut to the study sesh, where the vibe shifted. Some bro asked why MC was hitting the books so hard and whipping up cheat sheets. It was like, gotta snag those top marks so I can pick a primo major? Time flew. Everyone was low-key dying while our guy stayed late. Yeah, hacks make it easy, but he's actually chill and nice about it. He'd casually drop nuggets of wisdom, like hinting at exactly what's on the exam. Friday hit, and Minsung warned the crew, don't even think about cheating or you're toast. But the kids who jammed with our boy, they breezed through it. Even the slackers were shook by how simple it felt. The boys were grinning ear to ear. It was like they cheated without cheating. Acing it legit. That night, scores dropped, and everyone scrambled to check. Our main man strolled up to the board. Boom! Scores everywhere. And look at that Kim Tazik sitting pretty in first place. Like, literally, number 1, second place. Who cares? MC was glowing up. Who even is this guy? He heard whining behind him. Turned around, and yup, it was Salty Me. Looking goofy. Our dude checked to see if this clown actually cracked the book. Turns out, nope, he practically faced epic fail. Seriously, a monkey could have done better. Our boy walked off, thinking, not my circus, not my monkeys. He had zero to do with that wreckage. Meanwhile, his squad was hyping him up, clapping like seals. Dude, epic. Our leader is number 1. Plus, his whole study group hit the top 5. Insane stats. He played it cool. No biggie. But the girl next to him was gushing about how awesome he is. He ditched the fans and headed to his dorm. Catch ya later. Walking back, he knew he only snagged first place because of his cheat skill. But now he was feeling a bit sketch about the attention. Too many eyes on him, and someone was creeping right behind him. Watching? Is that the famous Kim Tazik? She mused. He's changed since he was a kid. Wait, she knows his backstory? She turned away to figure it out later. But boom, pop-up window time. McQuez was confused. He steps into the room and there's a Manon on the bed, glaring daggers. Our guy wondered why the vibes were so rancid. He asked to get past, but Manon just asked, you like it? Our dude was lost? Like what, bro? Crazy Eyes just snapped. Answer me? Do you like it or not? Okay, this dude has lost his marbles. Deserves a smack, honestly. Too bad he fumbled the bag. This drama could have been a boss fight. MC pretended he didn't hear the crazy, just told him to chill. The guy stood up, acting like he was sorry, then flipped the script. If that's what you think, he stepped up, getting all up in his grill. I'm asking you something. Wasn't enough to jack my spot as leader? Now you gotta take first place. Just to clown me? Our boy was like, dude, you failed the test on your own. My score has nothing to do with you tanking. Irrelevant logic. But the salty loser poked his chest. If I was still leader, no way he's dead last. Let's keep it 100. Just admitting. He scored points off connections. So he better start spilling the tea. On his link with the seniors ASAP. This dude kept nagging our guy, pressing him to reveal why he got swapped in. Smells like nepotism. Or a bribe. Either he knows a guy, or he dropped some cash. Our boy, totally over it, told him to check himself. He swatted the dude's hand away, saying, quit with the nonsense. Told him if he wants to throw shade, he better have receipts first. But naturally, the guy acted like he just got decked. Total drama. Queen, clutching his wrist and flopping to the floor. OW my arm the pain. He collapsed like a pro soccer player diving, asking if it was broken. Cringe level? Maximum. Our boy's like, I'm done with your clown show. Stop it. But the guy pops up, asking if he was being extra. Tazik just said, you did this to yourself. Manon wasn't hearing it though, screaming, unfair, and blaming Tazik. Said if he gets canned, he's taking Tazik down with him. Started screeching about getting jumped, yelling, help to literally nobody. Total flop. Later, our boy is chilling on a park bench, deep in his feels, figuring out his next move. Then this girl in a skirt walks up, asking if he's Tazak. Man, I thought she'd be cute, but wow, looks like a dude in a bad wig. Anyway, he confirms he's him. She immediately calls him cocky. He's confused. Like, excuse me? She cuts the small talk. Did you pay off a system, Mincion? Straight to the point. Huh? Our boy clocks. What's happening? Tells her he has zero clue where she that gossip, but he ain't about that life. She claims Min leaked the test answers, hence his score. Our boy's like, who even are you figuring she's Manong's friend? She warns him to watch his mouth or get booted from training. He just asks, you really think they leak answers here? She says it doesn't matter, since they have circumstantial evidence of some shady test business. She asks if he seriously thinks he can dodge this bullet. Our boy tells her to back off with the accusations. She flips it, asking if he's nervous, claiming she hasn't even attacked him yet. He fires back, you're the one acting pressed, trying to frame me. The whole beating story and the leak were total fantasies. Plus, zero actual proof exists. She smirks. You really believe that? He tries to bounce, but she orders him to sit and listen. Says she has the power to get him kicked out. Claims he's clueless about how to play the game if he's caught up in drama like this. Then, she gets savage, asking if he knows who Min's parents are. Warns him that even without receipts, nobody's gonna believe him. Basically, broke people should shut up, says his ignorance. His biggest crime, our boy just stares, realizing she's serious. She's playing the rich kid card hard, telling him money talks, and he better learn his place. The audacity of this girl. He just clapped back, calling her a total snob. He made it clear that nobody leaked the answers. He only passed because he grinded with the squad, and the idea of him bribing Minson, total nonsense. Bro is broke, literally. Can't afford college and works construction jobs. Does he look rich? But she thinks it's a crime for a non-uni kid to snag the top score. Major cringe. He walked off, done wasting breath on her. She stood there, fuming, wondering how a trainee dared to treat her like that. As he dipped, a car zoomed by. Some corporate lady jumped out, apologizing for the madam in re. This lady showed up late, claiming her precious son was getting wrecked at work. She was getting heated. She went full Karen while the staff tried to chill her out, begging her not to cause a scene. Our boy was just lurking nearby, watching the drama. You can guess who showed up. She stormed in, screaming, I paid you to babysit my kid. Why is this happening? Staff was like, ma'am, this is a training center. Please. Our boy knew it was about that Bratman. The lady sighed at him, but he was thinking, irony mutt, that rich kid is the real cheater. Cut to Minson, looking dead inside. Our boy slides up, asking what's up. Turns out Min Young's dad is a big shot politician, so Minsan's job is toast. Our boy asks, did I mess up getting the top score? Guy says, nah, you earned that dub fair and square, no cap. Our boy's like, maybe packing up is a bit dramatic, don't you think? You aren't fired yet. But Minson's like, bro, wake up. Real world ain't fair. The kid's dad is a congressman, so the game is rigged against us. It's basically a wrap. Even though Min Young sucks, Minson thinks he should have let it slide. He's blaming himself for not reading the room. Total bummer. Our boy grins. Don't be soft. Why stress when you're innocent? Minson sighs, innocence doesn't matter when daddy is in charge. Politics, man. But our boy drops a bomb. I got a plan. Minson's shook. What do you mean? Our boy says he knew the fix from the start and just made up his mind. Game on. Flashback to him waving by. He hit his room, and boom. The system window popped up with a spicy question. Want to throw someone under the bus for profit? He hesitated, unsure what to click. But the system-worn time was ticking. Fast forward. Late night meeting. Someone's apologizing hard. The director is furious about the leaked answers scandal. Unacceptable. That snob lady chimes in, calling it a total disaster. She pushes to kick our boy, Kim, out of the place and punish Minson for supervising him. Absolutely ruthless. Then the mom, with a face asking for a slap, asks about her son. When will you address the violence my angel suffered? Why was he treated like a dog? She threatens them, saying if they don't fix it, she'll expose them to the whole world. Let's peep that training drama, the big boss declared. Gotta hear the tea from both squads before judging. He asked if peeps can beef with that. Obviously, the room was like, nah, we good. They exchanged glances, totally chill with the plan. Zero complaints here. The boss then eyes the shade at our boy, asking for receipts. Manon claims even the Brit from top-tier Eunice couldn't ace it. Like, seriously, even inside Team B, only one dude got 100%. The kicker? It came from the kid with the bargain bin diploma. Boz is like, So your proof is just a hunch, Min admits yep. The boss rolls on to topic number 2. On the list, think Min-sung is conspiring with our guy, since he not only got demoted but also snagged the top score. But, just like before, it's all vibes and 0 solid proof. Number, smoking gun manongs. Like, spot on. The boss nods, as expected, no hard proof. But hey, the doubt is real. So, if our boy can't clap back, we gotta roll with story. The sidekick nods. The head honcho says he'll first ask our boy if he can debunk this trash talk. Our boy claims he has self-respect, but sadly, 0 receipts. The boss says he gets it. Got proof, kid? Our boy goes, nope, nada. At that, Manon blinks, shook. The boss asks, so we buy it. Manong's selling. Our boy jumps up. Actually, someone outside can clear my name. Let me bring Em in to join the party. Mom gasps. Manon looks like a clown. And that Karen Jasada. Min-sung seems to know what's up, or maybe he's clueless. Flashback time. Mom stormed in, raging. Was gonna smack everyone there? Then, ping. System window popped up. Yo, can't solo this life. It read, pick a teammate to save your butt from this mess. Said friendships are built on trust. Help peeps. Get help back. Told him to summon the squad, cause real homies find a way. Our boy told that naggy system to buzz off, cause he was gonna do it anyway. He hit up the study group chat. Guys, I'm cooked cause of my grade. Some were hyped, others were like, duh, saw that coming. Seeing the read receipts in silence, he thought, well, maybe nobody got my back. Then one legend replies, bro, you deserve a prize. Not a trial, but they knew Hades wouldn't buy his I'm innocent spiel without backup. That's why he asked. The squad was like, we ready? And super pumped. Our boy just texted T. Right then, he strolled past Min's. Back in the room, he asks if the crew can crash. Boss says, if it helps, let him in. With that, the first dude slides in. It's Troy Guignot, who grinded daily with our boy. The leader asks, you know what Tassac is? Being framed for. Got proof? He nods. Yep, and I got the demanding receipts. The boss sides his lackey, signaling him to fetch. Jin Yang slams a stack down, claiming it's their study stash with Tassac. The director asks what the point is. The dude explains, they all pulled an all-nighter grinding with Tassac. Everyone flunked one question while he aced it. The chief goes, well, obviously, seems the leak was way bigger than expected. But wait, that only works if they all botched the same answer. Skeptic argues they could have faked the errors, but the boss waves him on. Jin Yang adds, there's a roster of kids who missed fewer than 3 on the whole exam, signed and certified by the squad. To prove it's legit, the guy grunts, agreeing to check. And sure enough, tons of people actually missed less than 3 answers. Jin Yang argues the test wasn't leaked. It was just total weak sauce. Even with Tassac's loa education stats, a perfect score here is barely a flex. Plus, he crushed the Elon test and has work history. So, it adds up. The director nods, admitting the logic. Treks. He then quizzes him on Min-sung, giving our boy full marks in admin. Jin Yang calls it fair game since he busted his hump leading and helping the crew. He even boosted team B's grades, since this is graded on a curve. Against others, who else deserves top spot? If it wasn't him, honestly, that would look super suspicious. Like, it was rigged. The system, feeling chatty, gives our boy props for making solid allies. The eavesdropping gang leans in until Jin Yang bursts out, shaking like a leaf swatting. He almost died of fright. Inside, the boss decides Jin Yang's receipts beat Min's Teza and Min-sung are in the clear regarding Min's claims. He shuts down any further whining unless they bring actual proof. The mom slams the table, screaming, is Tassac calling my kid a liar? Fine, he aced the test. But she demands answers about the alleged Min-sung snaps, standing up. But our boy signals him, chill before he gets fired. Min-sung insists Tassac never touched Min and they're just framing him for drama. Our boy says, it's fine, telling him to relax. When Min asks for proof, Min-sung has 0 receipts, so he sits down, scowling. Our boy watches as the mom and son start smirking. He then addresses the director. I'll show you proof of this violence. Back when the system asked if he'd wreck someone for his own gain, he had hesitated. The system warned it wasn't the time for that. No verdict yet, but the dude needed prep time. His advice? Keep the voice memo app rolling for an hour straight. The golden moment was gonna drop soon, so stay frosty. Bam! He walks in and catches Min red hand. Back at the meeting, he hits play. And oh boy, the whole chat blasts on speakers. Min Young is on tape, vowing to drag him down to the pits if he got axed. Then, totally out of the blue, the guy starts shrieking like he's getting pummeled. making a massive scene for the audience. But oops, the mic caught him saying he didn't give a hoot about lying since nobody was watching. He was just gonna scream assault. Now the lady realized she was totally cornered, and Mommy Dearest saw there was zero way to spin this disaster. Director's face, stone cold. Our heroes like, this goes on for over 10 minutes, asking if they want to keep the cringe fest going. Now, Mom is death staring her kid. But our guy, he drops a nuke, says he. Her daddy's a big shot congressman and wonders how the internet would react to this leakage, suggests the kid owns up and quits the training camp, then poof, file's gone. After surviving 3 fake raps from this clown, letting him walk away is practically saintly. Prez chimes in, saying if the kid's cool with that wrap-up, he's good too. So, Sonny Boy gets the boot. Meanwhile, the four-eyed lady realizes she'll bet on the losing horse. What a dummy. The cam cuts to Mom speeding off. Someone hollers at Senior Yanan, mocking her, pro-level, sucking up skills. Man, she could get canned for harassment like that. He asks why she even showed up when she usually stays in her lane. Was she chasing a free ride or a mansion? From Min's mom, she snaps at him to back off, saying it's none of his business. He counters, actually, it is. Since it messes with his students, she gets defensive, asking if he's accusing her. He asks if they really need to go there. Just an accusation. Nope, he hits play. On audio over trashing Tae-seok, blabbing about Min and claiming he deserved it for crossing the golden child. This chick starts grimacing like she's at the dentist, begging him to kill the track. He's like, cool, but now it's convo time. She asks what his deal is. Man, he goes full savage and just says he wants her gone. She needs to fake some personal reasons and quit. Asking if she's game. She agrees, but demands the mixtape first. He says let's wrap this up, tells her to dial HR right now, or he's booking a public meeting. She fumes, but the second she hesitates, he pivots, saying all right, meeting time it is, and starts walking. She freezes. He whips out his phone, thumbs hovering over the screen. HR picks up, naturally. She's all sorry for the late call, and starts spinning lies about needing to resign, claiming it's totally for private matters. While Min Young exits stage left, our boy finally face plants on the floor. Dealing with that circus was way more draining than he thought. So, the lady got canned, and that clown Min Young got. Fast forward to the field trip prep. Our guys herding cats, telling Team B to hit up bus 3. Suddenly, a girl slides up, acting super friendly. You're Tazak, right? Team B? Captain? Bro instantly panics. She stands there waiting for a handshake. But this dork wipes his paws on his shirt, like, too grimy. Then he leans in, face burning. Never seen you? He stammers. She introduces herself as Si Yangi. Wait, is she salty about losing? You're still leader, she asks. Usually, rotates weekly. Guess his squad was too lazy to swap him out. That's when he realized he was stuck with the gig. She laughs, clueless, much. Also, when are you letting go of my hand? He jumps, dropping it. Oh, see ya. She frowns. Are you really that Kim Tazak? Turns out, there's another dude with his name. He compliments her. Second place rank. Wow, nice job. She rolls her eyes. Rich, coming from Mr. First Place. Sounds like you're mocking me. Our boy starts sweating apologies. Chill. She giggles. Just messing with ya. She's not wearing the usual gear total, corporate vibes. If you aim for the planning office, we'll see lots of each other. Planning what? He asks. The system chimes in. Elite brainiacs only. Salary ranges from $0 to infinity dollars. Asterisk infinity. His jaw drops. She catches him staring at her back. Like what you see? He stutters. Nothing. I'm just crazy. She smiles. So, tomorrow's the weekend. Free time, dinner. Our guy malfunctions. Like, ... A date. Just 2 of us. Why not? She smirks. Call it a strategy meeting. I need a top 5 for my dream job. Figured you'd want to hang with a fellow elite. She tells him to save her number. Smooth operator. This one. We should stick together, she hints. Since we're both aiming high, she glances at her watch. Gotta run. My team needs me. I've never seen a guy look so shook. She walks away, and he's glued to her. Then, she spins around. Ignore the others, she calls out. We're an alliance now. Boom. Heart stolen. However, some creep in the background is watching. He saw the whole blush with. Our boy is confused, though her vibes felt calculated. Was she flirting or plotting? It's hard to tell. What her angle is? He's stressing. Cut to her, staring at the rank board later. She's definitely tracking our boy. Plus, some loser at the very bottom. She's got interesting intel. The president's son is here. And his name is also Kim Ta. That guy from the start? Yeah. That's the other Kim Ta. But she does the math. The CEO's son wouldn't be in last place. So Mr. Number 1, she smirks. Must be my golden ticket. Taz crashed Jinyun's crib. Bro was like, yo, what's the tea? Late night vibes. Our boy was shook by Manang, plotting to drag his homie to the meet. Friend was like, nah, not hungry, not going out, but Taz just zoned out, totally ghosting him. Friend asked Penny for your thoughts. Taz was low-key stressing, trying to decode that girl's game. She was all smiles, like Jake. But this whole, let's partner up for the Strat committee thing? Super sus. Especially when she dropped the mic saying, haters gonna hate. We're a squad now. Total power move. He didn't want to be a hater, but he barely knew her. Bro's terrified. She's gonna eat him alive. And not in the fun way, but in the ruin your life way. You feel me? But he already clocked her his big brain energy and super confident. Dude, you gonna stand there mute? Say something. Jerk. His friend literally choked him out, demanding he stop ignoring him. Taz yelped, ouch. And friend was like, explain yourself. Taz spilled. He promised dinner with Yan. Jinyun was like, wait, the girl who got second place? Taz thought his reaction was kind of fishy. Jinyun clarified she's the literal goddess of the training camp. Man, standards must be low there, huh? No shade. Taz asked since when. Friend said, day 1. Bruh, she's beauty and brains, top tier in the department. Taz cut him off. Alright, enough simp. Friend asked when the date was. Taz stood up. Right now. Friend did the math. She is number 2. Taz is number 1. And he is number 3. Doesn't feel random? Taz agreed. Def calculated. He asked if Jinyun was gunning for the strategic office to Jinyun was like, why the sudden quiz? Is this about the eats? Taz said Yan mentioned it. She said to bring other top players. So invite Sent. That's why he was dragging his friend along. Should have said so sooner. Friend shrugged. It's cool. Yeah. That's been the dream since law school started. Taz checked if he was capping. Nah, no cap. Cut to bus stop. Yan waiting like a worried mom. Would he but boom, there he is. Looking fresh, all the workers swooned hard. Then she saw the plus one. She was salty. She wanted the boss's son all to herself. Jinyun said hi. She goes, thought you'd come solo? Taz. Taz was like, surprise, thought you'd bring backup too. At the spot, food served. Vibes are super awkward. Everyone stared at Taz, who looked weirded out. He couldn't read her mind. His friend tried to kill the awkward silence, saying it was an honor. She replied she felt honored, but low-key salty she couldn't flex with a pricier feast. For the squad, Jin Young's confused. So, she explains, bagging first and third. Totally cracked. Our boy's like, you snagging second is epic too. But she leaves him on read, turning back to Edie. She then spills the tea on this lunch. Turns out, everyone knows about his crew and the 5 brainiacs always acing tests. It's kinda hush-hush, but the rumor mill knows a guy who weirdly memorized the gym routine and absolutely smurfed the first exam. Plus, he carried 5 others to the dub. Because of that, the Team C senior raged. Gate kept the gym tips. And bam. Everyone ate a penalty of 0.25 points. Naturally, that leader got the boot. He's like big sad. But she's unbothered since she snatched the captain's spot. Ginyong jumps in. What's the play? Intel gathering, or trying to, wipe out rivals for the strategic planning office. She keeps it real. No secrets. She just wanted to face the dude who swiped her first. Place win and Scopey's 5 brothers. The Team C drama, tick, hurrah, making her curious about these guys. She admits she's gunning for that office gig and asks their plans. Jin Young's game, but our boy plays coy, saying he's undecided. She rolls her eyes. Just trying. Basic. She asks where a beast like him would go, if not the top tier. She hints he better wake up since he's clueless about his pals, but she knows a hack to lock him in the top 5. He plays dumb, asking how and why not pick a team. See homie? Ginyon covers his mouth. Cap, he's lying. On the way here he asked if I was going. Proof he's actually interested. She sighs in relief. Good. At least you're not totally lost. Otherwise, this lunch would have been a flop. Sheesh. Ambition much. Girl needs to chill. Our boy asks if the top 5 are a lock. For the spot she nods. Jin Young does the math. Pair plus is 5 equals 6. Someone's getting booted. She shrugs. That's life. We're rivals. Not everyone makes the cut. Then she pitches a deal. Back in the day, she was a cheerleader, giving her a leg up. In group stuff, our boy realizes there's a massive group calisthenics event coming up. You can bag up to 150 points, with 50 just for being the main conductor. She's sure she'll clinch first with those bonuses. And get this, she can make him the men's conductor, shooting him to the top. He's suspicious. What's the catch? If I lead the guys, you lose your shot at number 1. Miss Boz lady sips her coffee coolly. I want in. Let me join your study group. He asks what she gets out of it since giving him the conductor. Roll means she waves goodbye to first place. She just sips her drink and drops the mic. Accept me into your group. Our boy, whoa, didn't see that coming? Dude just realized the top 6 rankers in the whole school are literally his study buddies. Well, except her. Is she spying or what? On his squad? Be real. There are like 3 girls in there way cuter than her. But I'll keep my mouth shut. Anyway, he's thinking he's cool with it. But he can't go rogue. Gotta check with the fam first. It's not a solo mission. He tells her he'll pull the crew since he's not running a dictatorship here. She's like, got it. Hit me up tomorrow. Cut to the study sesh later on. Bro drops the news on the gang. Girl on the right is immediately like, who? He drops the name Suyanji. Instantly, the dudes are tripping over themselves. Heck yes, let her in. One of the girls is down to calling her a total goddess. Some guy jumps in like refusing the smartest, hottest girl. That's illegal. He's already asking if he needs to order a mountain of fried chicken to party. Then our guy drops the fine print. She ain't joining for free, folks. Catch is, he gets stuck being the conductor for those massive games. Major drag. Another girl waves that off. Who cares? Having her in the squad is a total win. She admits she's jelly of the looks, but honestly, I'm kinda confused here. The artist is drawing everyone super janky just to make the new girl pop. You lazy artist. Anyway, everyone is buzzing about getting snacks and drinks. Our boy realizes the vibe is way more lit than expected. Later, that same day at 10:00 p.m., Buddy is teaching the squad with his cheat codes, as usual. Then, a knock. Can I come in? It's her. Ditched the office. Look, she intros herself. Like they don't all know who she is? So stoked to be part of the group. The guys are immediately simping, offering snacks, chairs, their souls, hungry, thirsty. Meanwhile, our boy just sits back, watching the chaos. Seems like she's the main character now. Time zooms by 1 week later. Someone asks if she's done studying. Yep, she says, but her brain is buzzing. She thinks Tasok is basically a wizard. Her friend is like, why the hype? She explains that he only teaches the absolute must-know stuff. Zero fluff. Usually, cramming that fast is a nightmare. She's convinced it's impossible. Unless, he's got the answer key. Proof he's the president's kid, for sure. Days roll by. Same drama. Tasok crushes it, taking first place again. He roasts his buddy Hunu for not even cracking the top 5. Savage. Hunu's like, my bad, I tried. McJustos tells him to get good and grind harder. We're in the same squad, bro. Guy whines that everyone else is a freak. He claims he's the only normal human there. MC just shrugs. Push yourself. If they can do it, you can too. Then he walks off like a shonen protagonist. Maybe you'll snag first place next time. Yanji is lurking, watching this. She notices he's not just a nerd, he's actually got solid social stats too. Maybe it's that chill vibe and his jokes. People actually like the guy. That's why the squad sticks to him. Look at him, surrounded by his fan club. What's weird to her is that a rich heir usually has some quirky defect, but him, totally normal. She thinks it's fun. Fun how? Scene change. Cut to someone sweating over a corporate PowerPoint. Who else? It's our clueless boy struggling hard. Jin Young says, presentation time. A buddy slides up asking if he needs a hand, but our guy sighs nope, this is a solo mission. Thanks for asking though. He's completely blanking out, having zero clue what to type. The struggle is real, and the clock is ticking. But chill, that cheat code window pops up right in his face, alerting him about the shop. He's got 2 bonus points ready to spend for dominating the leaderboard for 2 weeks straight. He is hyped and needs to see the loot first. Skill up, PowerPoint master, and then presentation, mastery, easy mode. Look at that goofy smirk. He got exactly what he needed. Love the smash cut to him, bowing to the crowd. His squad teases him, asking if he unlocked a business solo. Leveling cheat. Janan bets he'll snag first place, again, saying he crushed it for a rookie. Our guy shrugs, claiming he only thinks that 'cause they're homies. Next dude steps up to present, and our MC explains he leveled up his social stats at the construction site, leading warm-ups for 600 workers and constantly having to debate and haggle over work stuff. Sometimes getting paid took days of talking, so he mastered the chill vibes and talking skills way back then. But for his pals who skipped the hard labor arc, much tougher for them. He just got lucky dealing with all kinds of random people. Says he was a kid. Now he is just worried that he is flexing too hard. Can he keep this energy at the actual job? He figures everyone will. Get used to his style. Cut to the big hall. A mob of grads from all the fancy colleges are hanging out, and our construction pro is totally solo. A dude walks up, asks why he is lonely. It's Min Soong, suggesting he bail and go to his room. Since he doesn't have a college crew, our boy is like, I'm good. Min Soong says chill. degrees aren't the whole story. Our guy nods, but still feels awkward. The poor dude was super bummed. Even the senior saw the gloom. So he tells him to come outside. He explains the big boss loves pools and saunas, so every building gets one. He invites our guy for a suit. Mick is confused, thinking a weird flex, but whatever. Min soon asks what they'll do for the 2-hour break. Walking there, our boy mentions he used similar saunas at the construction site. Min soon says, yeah, the president's superstitions cut to the bath scene. Yo, I am starting to get creeped out by Min. He eyes our boy's muscles. Nice build. MCG replies, you're not bad yourself. Min soon claims he's aging, so he gotta stay fit. Since he's in sales, hitting bars and schmoozing, he needs to look sharp and take care of himself. Then he drops a bomb on our guy. He tells him to join the sales team, promising to mentor him. Our boy, looking super puzzled, asks why sales. Min soon explains, you don't need connections to make it there. Just grind hard and keep a good attitude. Our boy apologizes, saying he's still making up his mind. He splashed back in like a total dork, copying the boss's dive. Boom. System pop. Wait, is the president using cheats too? Finally, snags some epic loot for hitting rank 1. A magic potion that fixes everything, even his achy back. Later, sweating in the sauna, Min Sung's like, bro, join sales. I've got your back. Guaranteed win if you stick with me. 100% win rate. Our guy pauses. What's wrong? He drops the bomb. I'm gunning for strategic planning. Seniors, shocked. For real, Hero grins. You know it? They hit the cold plunge, but Min Sung starts freaking out. Don't do it. That place is toxic. It'll wreck you. It's all Nepa babies there. You'll be totally alone. Looks fancy, but it's a trap. Sales is where the cash is. At least there, hard work actually pays off. Bro, reminder, life ain't fair. Our guy's seen that movie before. Noted, he says. But how do you know the tea? Min Sung sighs. That was my dream too. During training, then reality hit. I was top 4. Totally crushed it. Got my shot too. You know the drill? Test every job for a year to get in. Grinded a whole year, then flunked the final vibe check. Their excuse. My degree wasn't fancy enough for them. Just cause I went to a no-name uni. Hero feels bad. Bummed out hearing that, but still confused on the advice. Why sales? That door's always open. The other one isn't. This is a one-shot deal. Mentally, he says, sorry dude. He's still gonna YOLO it for the strategic planning squad. Later, some dude walks in. Yo, you joined the company? Rich kid's like, who even are you? How do you know me? This brat has the exact same name as our main character. He's the VP's son, ranked a set 2. The extra introduces himself. We met at that international uni, remember? Rich kid snaps. Zip it. Quit acting like we're best. Stop ya. Nobody's supposed to know I'm here. The suck-up nods. Got it. Totally. Just shocked to see you. Rich kid rolls his eyes. Cut the praise. Got any tips? Well, the guy stammers. I got the cheat sheet from last year. Old news? I have that. Any cool spots to chill around here? No, says the guy. The brat's face instantly sours. Then get lost, he barks. The guy panics. My bad. I'm clueless on fun spots. Kid size? Just get me a drink. On it, the guy bolts. The rich kid just sits back, wondering why he's suffering here if he won't be. It sucks, but he had absolutely no choice. Gramps is handing the throne to Dad anyway. So yeah, it was never his turn. Then he thinks of that one guy. Dad's homie was yapping away when he peeped the rankings and spotted Kim Tazak's name. Dude totally geeked out, realizing the VP would be hyped. To hear his kid was crushing it, he hit up the dad instantly to spill the tea. That junior bagged first place for week 2. Pops was like, no cap, and the sidekick confirmed that leaking the cheat codes totally paid off. Dad bragged his boy was growing up and making the fam look like ball. Then he asked about the press. The snitch side bad news. The old man is healthy as an ox and probably has another 10 years in the tank. Dad was salty, wondering how that geezer is still alive. His buddy shrugged, saying things change. Maybe the boss is faking his health report. VP nodded, realizing he gotta secure the bag in the company right soon. The henchman mentioned they're buying off people to stack their alliance. Cut to Yanji, asking if the flags are set. She's like, yeah, telling everybody to grab one. They're gonna binge watch last year's tape and start grinding. Tazak was pumped, telling the squad to lock in. The gang promised to slay, swearing they'd crush it together. Practice for the mass games kicked off. Bro, they're legit learning K-pop dances. Our boy's legs are dead, but hey, at least his back isn't screaming anymore. Everyone kept rehearsing, watching him on stage. Then the announcement dropped games were starting. All the homies backed him up. Everybody grabbed a colored flag for final drills. But obviously, drama popped up. One dude from the group went to roast Deep Web Tizak, telling him to actually try. Tense. Deep Web guy snapped back like, Who are you? The poor kid, knowing he had zero skills, ran to snitch to our boy that the name twin was trolling. So our MC went to handle the mess. Great. More drama. He asked if the guy shared his name. Dude said yeah. Our boy asked if he was salty or needed help. A guy just said, quit bugging me. So our MC asks if he wants to dip from the team. The dude froze. Excuse me. Our boy says he can't bench him, claim an injury, and save their score. They had plenty of subs. Anyway, Deep Web Tazak lit up, asking if he'd really cover for him. Deep Web guy asked if he's serious. Just like that, the games kicked off. Few days later, man, I thought today was the day. What is this goofy fit? I said it was K-pop. Everyone got in formation, ready to drop the routine. Our boy was running the men's group, shouting it was all for Elsa. He's basically a coach now. Look at that rascal up there. Some dude was filming with a cam that looked like a literal bazooka. One guy turned to the director, saying the vibes in that squad were immaculate. Both leaders were slaying. Definitely worth keeping tabs on them. The camp boss agreed, saying he was vibing with Mr. Tazak from Hugh. Said they'd definitely keep his rank in mind. Filming with a cam that looked like a literal bazooka. One guy turned to the director, saying the vibes in that squad were immaculate. Both leaders were slaying. Definitely worth keeping tabs on them. The camp boss agreed, saying he was vibing with Mr. Tazak from Hugh. Said his rank would totally be taken into account. The VP asks, is that kid named Kim Tazak too? Meanwhile, the real one is staring at his rank in 257th place. He's been stuck there for 3 weeks, wondering if that tryhard ever stopped studying. He was desperate to keep his dad from finding out about this disaster. Suddenly, his phone blows up. He wondered what was up. Turns out his credit limit just got a massive boost. He nearly cried, tears of joy, thinking his dad was in a super chill mood. Later, during an exec meeting to review newbies, a suit at the table mentions the chairman's grandson is in first place. The old man was shook because he knew the boy was a total slacker. Then another guy says there's a solid chance he could actually take the top spot since he's 18 points ahead of everybody else. The grandfather knew better. For that kid to be winning, some serious cheating had to be going on. Then another dude, one of those watching who I thought was the dad but isn't, says he was there at the mass games and saw Kim Tazak slaying it, coordinating the team. The grandfather asked, for real? He knew this guy didn't lie, so he figured he'd check the tape. If Tazak actually led the squad, it meant the kid finally grew up. So, they kill the lights to roll the footage. Everyone's eyes are glued to the screen. Youngie pops up first, hyping the crowd, and then our boy starts his coaching speech. The guy next to the boss whispers, it's insane you have such a talented grandson. On screen, our boy is shouting orders in front of the whole crew. But the dad jumps up, totally freaked out, yelling, who is that lunatic? That definitely wasn't his son. It made zero sense. How could his kid transform so much overnight? The grandfather just watched from the corner. Even though he knew it wasn't his blood, he recognized that face. Then it hits him. It's the boy from that day at the Sonnet, right? The day he wished him luck and told him to chase his dreams. Now he's grilling, realizing the kid actually joined Elsa in the end. And while everyone around is praising the grandson, calling him a legend, the old man shuts it down. Nope. The guy looks confused. The president says, that's not my grandson, but I do know him. He asks when camp ends. The guy says, next week. The boss muses, maybe I should pay a visit. Back in the meeting room, the dad is sitting there completely. Recti dials his contact, asks where the kid is, and before he can answer, orders him to bring his loser son right now. Meanwhile, at a fancy bar nearby, the son is flexing his black card while his buddies gossip about how his dad finally unlocked the funds. One guy asks if he's paying in installments. Tazak scoffs, as if, but when the waiter swipes the card, he frowns. Sir, big problem. This card is declined, he asks. For another one, Tazak's like, impossible, that's my dad's card. He hands over a backup to use. The waiter swipes it again and says, this is weird. This one is blocked too. Says it's reported lost. Tazak is totally lost. That's my dad just raised a limit. The waiter asks for a third card, and Tazak just freezes. Awkward. Having no clue what to say, the waiter warns him, if you can't pay, ... dealing with the fuzz could wait. Right now, the squad was prepping for a city raid worth 20 points. But hey, if you hate hiking, just skip the mountain trek entirely. Minsong announced training was wrapping up and asked for a vibe check. Our boy was stoked, said the grind was totally legit. The senior pointed out his epistreak of stay. Number 1, till the bitter end. Meanwhile, homegirl nearby looked salty or just dead on her feet. But our guy's crew, nothing but grins. He warned them the night trek was sketchy, so the rule was simple. Stick to a buddy system. And boom, off they went on their midnight escapade. Our dude peeked back, The whole squad looked totally fried. This night hike was gnarly. Even the paved bits felt like torture. Even our hero was flagging. Min-sung clocked his zombie face and asked, "What's up?" Turns out, no potion yet. Just straight up, back agony. Teach spotted the painkiller stash and grilled him on how long he'd been popping them. Hinted maybe he should just tap out now. But nah, our guy wasn't catching a DQ. He refused to bail, begging the senior to just turn a blind eye to the whole mess. Senior was chill, but asked, "You sure you won't collapse?" Our guy was iffy but had to push through. He was dead set on hitting that peak, so he begged the dude to keep his mouth shut and play dumb. Min-sung called it total insanity, asking why he was wrecking himself on this hike. Our boy wondered the same thing, but duh, he told himself, go hard or go home. Why else even start this? By the time the sun peaked, the meds were fading fast. He wasn't quitting though, even if his body was screaming in pain. Finally, he conquered the summit and snapped a victory selfie. I expected major drama, but boom, we're at the trophy handouts. Of course, our goofball made the cut, chilling with the squad, and the weirdo, Min-sung, drops the bomb. The big boss president is handing out the loot personally. Then Kim Cho struts on stage. Crowd goes wild, clapping. Our boy's itching to see the guy. Says he's a ghost in the media. Old dude walks out, grinning, saying hi. And Armek is shook. Instant flashback, he knows this. Geezer. He starts sweating buck. The girl next to him catches the vibe. She's thinking, I'm Yoni. Back to pay up for the favor the prez did me 10 years back. Just then, Min-sung announces our boy and begging a sat for his episkills. The boss asks him how it feels. He admits he's terrified and totally in shock. The old guy gives props and says, hustle harder. Clearly, Gramps just wants to stack more cash. Our boy thanks him awkwardly. Then the prez tells Yanji she'd have snagged first place by last year's rules. He hypes her up to keep leveling up because the corp needs more pros like her. She thanks him. Turns out, he fixed her heart issue back in the day. She grabs her paper to, with that done, they're cut loose. Boot camp is officially a wrap. Now they just gotta wait for the official drop to see their squad assignments. Got 5 days of freedom before the text hits, sealing their fate. But our guy, his brain's elsewhere. He's totally hyped, cause he's snagging that OP cure-all potion. Genius move. He's gonna heal his mom with it, ignoring his own wrecked back if C's fixed. He's good. But wait, he checks the log, ... and she's just when he got the loot. Doc told him earlier, it spread way too far. Said they couldn't help. Han was like, ha, aren't you the best in Korea? Doc said chill. You know how it is? Han begged for options. Doc says keeping her comfy is the only play now. It's what she wanted. Back in the room, Mom tells Han to dip. Says Sis is picking her up. He's like, nah, I got you. Don't stress. Suddenly, our MC busts in. Han jumps, Mom too. She hasn't seen her kid in days. I thought she was a goner. But nope. He asks, why leave? She says she told the docs she wanted out. He argues, you can't bounce yet. Treatments, ... not done. She tries to talk, but he cuts in. I got this. Then he gives her a big squeeze. She starts sobbing, saying sorry. Later on, in the cab, she asks Han why he split the ride. He says he needed a private chat. Drops her first name, then silence. Wait, did he just propose? I'm shook. She asks, what's up? Tells him, go live your life. He says, this is it. Says he regrets leaving her side before. Wants to live together? Bro, you're pushing it. Swears he'll stick by her till one of him croaks. Kinda cringe, honestly. She tells him to quit being weird. MC gets home, wonders where they are. Then Han pops out. She's asleep. Meds kicked in. Awkward silence. Han stands up. Says he gotta run errands, but he'll be back. Our boy smiles. Thanks him. He has zero clue. This dude just proposed to his mom. Han waves, then turns. MC looks confused. Han goes, don't stress. Says he's got her back. Just call if needed. Door closes. McKed's to Mom's room. Dude, quit the sad face and chug the potion already. But nope, he's standing there, getting emotional, clutching the funky potion. He prayed it would actually zap her back to health. But the juice wasn't flowing. Stuck. He wondered what was going on until the troll system pinged. Get closer, noob. Too far away. Only at point-blank range did it activate. What a hassle. I totally thought the system would claim item bound to user. But bam, the healing magic kicked in. Finally, that's the stuff. The lil system clutching up to fix. Boys drama. But wait, why was the bottle still half full? That's when the system flashed. Required dose administered. He was so lost, clueless as ever. Then the screen says, use the rest on your busted back. He paused. Did the system actually know he'd save Mom first? Kinda sus. Next morning, Mom wakes up. Feeling weirdly, painless. It was like a legit miracle. Our boy's beaming. That sneaky worker assist perk really saved him. Don't know who King is, but thanks for the assist, bro. A bit later, Hole pops in. You good, Mom? Need a hand with the stairs? She's like, nah, I woke up, Buff. I can walk. Fine. She walks solo, but then panics. Is this a dream? Am I gonna wake up? Hall says, chill. Let's ask the doc first. Test results come back, and yo, the disease just yeeted itself. Vanished. The docs were shook, but you can't argue with clean charts. Dr. Henyu kept pressing for a scientific reason, refusing to believe it, but eventually had to admit it was unexplainable. He said, miracles happen, but they gotta watch her closely just in case. A few days later, vibes are good. Then our boy gets a text. He passed round 1 for the strategic planning office. Man, for the love of ... Finally, a job? It's been 30 chapters. Someone whined about getting to point 2,000,001 instead of 3. Jinim is like, training tax. Bro, we only get 80%. Someone asks Retai guy if he's Yep, it's our hero's goofy friend, introing himself as Kimu. They realize everyone is but Donghun claims he's 28 because he studied abroad. While they chat, boss man arrives. You all signed up? For strategic planning? They nod. He says, we don't have time? Move it to the conference room. Stat, he welcomes M but drops a truth bomb. You aren't officially ours until you survive 3 years here. Then they'll decide which of the 5 actually stays. Ginyang asks, what do we do for 3 years? Boss ignores him. Strategic planning is the flower of Elsa. Then he quizzes M. If a plant doesn't bloom, Jin Young says, it obviously can't reproduce. Boss not. Exactly. And it dies. Companies must grow or they rot. A shrinking business won't survive globally. That's why you all need to become the flowers. And look, I can't teach you how to bloom. Sink or swim time. Dude pops the cap off his pen and says the department names are hidden inside. Total luck of the draw. Taisio, it's all RNG. His buddy gets life insurance. Jin Yang snagged electronics QC, paid to watch TV. Sweet. Dong Hoon got HR snooze fest. Yanji is off to home appliances. Now it's our main character's turn to check his fate, but the boss stops him no peek. Only 1 spot left, so he's locked in. In 2 months, they get graded on skills. Our lovable doofus asks, what happens then? Boss says, you switch teams. Cut to, a few days later, our boy is on the bus, pondering life. Suddenly, a car pulls up. It's Han. Hop in, I'll drive you. He asks if our hero has the service room code. Yep, turns out he's crashing with Hanuel. Stay till you get hitched. Bro, he says. MC is super grateful for the soul crib. Hanuel asks about his back. Haven't heard you whine lately? Our boy laughs. Flashback time. Mom woke up asking if it was a miracle. He joked, want a sip of the potion. System told him to chug that magic juice for his back. And thank God he did. He almost saved it for later, but pupped it. Warm fuzzies hit his spine, and boom, he was glowing. Pain gone. Just as he's Mom starts opening the door. System screams, hide. He stashed the elixir right as she walked in. Sup? Back to now. Hanuel says, text me if you need meds. But tell your mom and get surgery soon. RM nods, promising to hit up the hospital for a checkup. At work, Minsoon is pacing, spots a scrap of paper. Checks it out, Taeseok's name. He goes full fanboy. Did the kid pick strategic planning on purpose? Or was it destiny? Manager walks by, so Minsoon yells, yo, Taeseok is starting here. I'm training him. Manager sighs. Every time you mentor someone, your sales tank. Minsoon shrugs, but we get a beast employee out of it. Manager rolls his eyes. Do what you want. Then he mentions the new kid. Is stuck at the coffee machine downstairs. Forgot his Minsoon frowns. That's not like him. He heads down. Who are you? He asks. Oops, wrong guy. It's Taeseok, claiming to be the newbie. He spots Minsoon instantly. Aren't you the viral video guy? Helps to rake in views for the content. Smash that bell. I'm out.